Hello everyone, I'm here to tell you that I really like horny police.
Czech Republic versus Slovakia. We all know Czech Republic and Slovakia has so much in common. They used to be the same country, which was named Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia was formed in 1918 at the end of the First World War. In the interwar period, it became the most prosperous and politically stable state in Eastern Europe. It was occupied by Nazi Germany and was under Soviet domination from 1948 to 1989.
I'm from Czech Republic.
Do you have any country you don't like?
Absolutely, it's Russia. Sorry guys, no hard feelings. It's just we've got some history with them, so that's fine.
On January 1st, 1993, Czechoslovakia separated peacefully into two new countries, the Czech Republic and Slovakia.
How old are you?
Do you remember Czechoslovakia?
Czech what?
Yeah, I was alive for that.
So both countries were founded a little less than 30 years ago, from being the same country, and yes, they are very similar. These are, however, the 10 biggest differences from my observations after multiple visits to both countries.
It's raining like crazy, but I'm in Prague, so I'm enjoying my time.
The Czech Republic is more urbanized, and Czech Republic has a more international appeal. These are, however, 10 of the biggest differences that I have thought of during my visits to both countries.
The population of Czech Republic is around 10.5 million people, and in Slovakia it's around 5.5 million people.
Prague!
Furthermore, Slovakia is 1.6 times smaller than Czech Republic in area.
10 biggest differences. 1. Religion. One difference is that Czech people are mostly atheists.
Church of Saint Ludmila.
Church of Saint Ludmila.
This church in 2002, because of the flood, it was underwater basically.
While Slovaks are mostly Catholics. This means that Czechs are more liberal and Slovaks more conservative.
I'm liberal.
Czech are almost proud of their non-beliefs.
In Czech, don't be scared.
And is said to be the least religious country in Europe, alongside countries like France and Estonia.
Are you religious?
No.
Czech people aren't religious or believers. Atheists with a big A. People who believe and practice any religion are a minority in Czechia.
Woo!
Not that Slovakia is as religious as countries like Poland or Romania in Europe,
Yes!
but the percentage of people being religious in Slovakia is higher than in Czech Republic, though it's mostly formal and has minimal impact on the real life. The majority of Slovaks tend to keep their religion for themselves,
Yes.
so you wouldn't have noticed how much religious or irreligious they are until you ask. You'd be surprised. 2. Style. One more difference. Slovaks are much better at fashion and design. When you go out and see people dressed, Slovaks are very sophisticated, very Vienna-like. Here I'm talking about Bratislava.
This is in fact the only capital in the world bordering two countries, Hungary and Austria. And this looks a lot like Vienna, which is only 60 kilometers away, but it's actually Bratislava.
While Czech people, due to their attitude, tend to be very underground and do not care about their look that much. But to highlight another good characteristic of Czech people, they are great entrepreneurs with good business skills. When they start to do business, they tend to do it very well and in details. I think Slovak women have a better and more modest fashion sense. You'll see very often Czech girls with short shorts and flip-flops or boyish sandals, and not on the beach. They wear them absolutely anywhere. In my experience, I find Slovak women to be more picky about what event and place and dress more accordingly. Slovak women like to dress up. You'll see them in a more modest but still fashionable attire when they are in their job. This picture is a presidential photo from Slovakia, and this picture is the Czech president and his first lady. The most of Slovak women I've seen visiting Slovakia had this hairstyle and cut. Meanwhile, in Czech Republic, I feel like this hairstyle and cut is very common. Of course, there are very fashionable people in Czech Republic also.
Yeah, I am.
But this is my general impression. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below. Are Slovaks more stylish than Czech people? 3. Mentality. Slovaks do not care about political correction. They say anything they mean, criticizing anything they want to criticize.
I don't like so much Poland.
They seem like free people who say what they want.
I'm from Slovakia, Bratislava.
I cannot imagine Slovaks living in a culture where you just cannot say anything as it is, as in your mind. They are way too opinionated for that.
I like Slovakia.
I know many Slovaks would disagree with free-minded, but they do not realize that there are such cultures in the world where they would straight away get killed just with their big mouths. Sometimes I wonder, how did Slovak people survive the time period of communism there? It's all magic to me.
No.
I also think there's a little artist inside every Slovak. and that they are very friendly and curious. Not that you'll be greeted with 32 visible teeth, but by their deeds. Czechs like to make fun of everything, including themselves.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ondra.
Their patriotism is almost non-existent. It only slightly emerges during ice hockey matches only. They wouldn't sacrifice their life for the country or any deeper value. And they are overwhelming down-to-earth atheists.
Yeah, like he was right with Russia. It's because of the history with Czechoslovakia. But as I said, there's not really a country which I really don't like.
Not that Czech people are not hardworking, but they can better sell themselves in their country.
I don't know yet.
Slovaks tend to underestimate themselves.
Bratislava.
Prague is a metropolitan city, while Bratislava still is not as known and not as visited, which is also partly good for Bratislava, keeping it real. Slovakia, for instance, has the Tatra Mountains, which are absolutely amazing. And finally, there's development and marketing going on. But if the Tatra Mountains were in Czech Republic, they would be well known in the world. In that way, the mentalities in the countries are different, and some Slovaks feel a bit inferior to Czech Republic. Inferiority complex. This is what it is. People from outside can't really understand it. The attitude of Czechs to Slovaks is simply benevolent. Therefore, there are much more Slovaks living in Czech Republic than Czechs living in Slovakia. No one Czech reveals some antipathy against Slovak speaking his language in Czech Republic, but to speak Czech in Slovakia may not be a happy choice. Note that both countries' languages are very similar.
Do you have any country you like outside Slovakia?
Yeah, Czech Republic is very nice. It's so close from here.
I must, however, say that nearly all of the Slovakians I talk to seem to really like Czech Republic, and it seems like they are much friendlier neighbors than many other neighbor countries in the world. They really seem like brothers.
I'm from Czechia, and I'm from Slovakia here. Czech Republic, our brothers.
Many Slovaks stay living with their parents till they get married, unlike Czechs. Czechs tend to be a bit less emotional than Slovaks, and Czechs smoke a lot. Also, Czechs tend to be a little more depressed.
I love horny police.
And Czechs are also more suicidal. They tend to balance around top 10 EU countries when it comes to suicides. 4. Economy. Czech and the Slovak economy are market-driven economies with major privatizations. According to a survey done by the media and research company in 2003, the Czechs have been politically and economically more successful than Slovaks in the 1990s. The Czech Republic has a higher GDP per capita, which is around 82% of the European Union average, where Slovakia's is around 70% of the EU average. 5. Nightlife. Even though Slovakia might be slightly cheaper than Czech Republic, there's no doubt that the nightlife is another level in Czech Republic. It's a more international nightlife scene, and the parties are just bigger and wilder.
Yeah, Czech Republic is very nice. It's so close from here. The nightlife there is amazing. It's something really different. And when you try that...
Is it better than here in Slovakia, the nightlife?
Sadly, yes, I think. But we are a nicer woman.
Damn.
But the nightlife there, amazing.
6. History. Another big difference comes to the history. Czechs are historically more established as a nation. They had their own kingdom, while Slovaks were most of the history part of other nation states. The history has obvious differences, and it is one of the things where the countries are different to each other. Czech is more influenced since 1,000 years by German culture, while Slovaks are influenced by Hungarian culture. Both folks are very fond of each other, actually even more after the separation, should I say. Many Czechs have German surnames, and a lot of Austrians have Czech surnames. Slovaks rarely have German surnames. The eastern dialects of Slovaks are more mutually intelligible with the western dialects of Ukrainian and with some dialects of Polish.
Jak masz na imię? Daniel. Miło cię poznać.
Than they are with standard Czech. Some southern Slovaks have some small percentage of Balkan and Hungarian blood in them.
El kell káposztás talaníthatatlanságoskodásaitok.
Slovakia!
And eastern Slovaks have Ukrainian Russian blood, and some Czechs have German blood.
Yes, like.
7. Alcohol.
Beer is cheaper than water.
Let's get one thing clear. Both countries like to get wasted, and the difference isn't that big, really. Czechs are known for beer.
From Bratislava, Slovakia.
Do you have any country you like?
Yeah, Czech Republic.
Why do you like Czech Republic?
Because of the beer mostly.
Slovaks are more known for wine and spirits. Czech people drink slightly more than the Slovaks, but do not let the spirits of Slovaks fool you. I would still say Czechs with their beers are more alcoholic. In fact, their president was seen many times drunk at official ceremonies. 8. Folklore. Czechs do not seem to take pride in their traditional music, dancing and costumes, or incorporating those into modern art. Slovaks are definitely more into their folklore and its preservation or modernization. I went to a very special village in Slovakia called Šismany.
Šismany is actually the first ever folk architecture reservation in the world.
9. Food. From my observations, Czechs enjoy meat dishes including pork, beef, chicken, goose, duck, rabbit and wild game.
What's a typical Czech cuisine?
My favorite and the typical Czech cuisine is for sure goulash or svíčková, which is in translation means candle sauce. Very heavy sauce with slice of beef meat and our Czech kinds of dumplings. It's very delicious, very heavy.
Fish is not so popular with Czech people.
I think no.
Slovaks enjoy staple foods such as potatoes, milk and milk products,
Kapustové halušky.
rice and other high-calorie foods. Modern Slovak cuisine is influenced by other countries and spices. The difference isn't that big when it comes to food between the two countries, but Slovaks love their halušky,
It's a little bit stronger flavor, but we love it here.
where the main ingredient is potatoes. 10. Tolerance. Czech people do not need to justify anything to anyone.
How long have you been here in Czech Republic?
A little over a year.
Do you like it?
I do, yeah.
Prague is like the new Amsterdam, but the atmosphere is very different. It's not about the tolerance to others, but more about a careless attitude. Simply Czech people do not care if you are doing some illegal stuff in a bar. It's your business.
This old town is surely one of the most impressive old towns in Europe, if not the most impressive.
While in Slovakia people need to prove themselves, simply being Slovak is not enough, and Slovaks are in general less tolerant, and also very ambitious and hardworking. These were 10 small differences between Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Pavel Nedved, what a legend.
And maybe this was the hardest video for me to find differences between two countries, because they are so similar. Do you have any differences between Slovakia and Czech Republic? Please comment below.
We like Slovakian girls.
Of course.
Remember to subscribe to Gus and the Go.
To be honest with you guys, I love being inside of Horny Police.